I'm still alive and still kicking. It's been a long time since I've posted a video. We've just had kind of a crazy month. I'm actually sitting outside just because it's a really nice night, and just thought I'd give you a few little updates before I show you what I ate today. First update is, it's been almost a month ago. Our second car, the one that Dan uses to commute, totally had all these problems on the freeway. We had to get it towed, and we thought that it would be a reasonable enough fix that it would be worth it just to fix it. So it sat in the shop for 2 weeks, only to find out that it was going to cost like 4 times as much as the car was worth to fix. And so at that point, we, scrapped it and ended up buying a new car, which was not in our 2016 plans at all. So the point of that is that I didn't have a car for a good 2 weeks on the days that Dan was working, because he commutes and it's about 25 miles. So he obviously has to have a car. So I stayed home a lot and I rode my bike a lot. Simon and I, we would just ride our bike everywhere, and so I got a lot of good activity, and kind of went a little bit crazy because I'm used to having a car and we go a lot of places, and so it was kind of interesting. I think my housekeeping skills definitely improved. Oh my gosh, I'm a wimp. I'm having a hard time holding this. Anyway, so for 2 weeks it was just kind of crazy riding bikes and trying to just stay up on top of things. And as far as diet goes, I've still been tracking, all except for last week. Dan and I both just ended up not tracking, and he gained 1 pound this past week, and I actually stayed the same. About 2 weeks ago, I gained 2 pounds. Like at my last doctor's appointment, I had only gained 2 pounds in the 5 weeks in between my appointments, and my doctor was super proud of that, and I was like, well, I've been maintaining. And then of course, like the few days before my appointment, is the week of the 4th of July, I gained 2 pounds, and those 2 pounds have hovered. So I guess that is probably partially because I have been eating a little bit more, and partially because I'm 16 weeks pregnant and it's to be expected. So I've been hovering between 219 and 221. So I'm still under 5 pounds total for what I've gained, so that is still right on target to stay within a healthy weight range. I have not felt very good still. In fact, we tried to go camping this week and I was sick that whole day. I was sick that night. There have been plenty of nights still, like within the last week, that I'm still just sick and having to go to bed like right after dinner. Like dinner time is usually when I eat, and when I feel so sick, like so nauseous. It's morning sickness, and then I still have to go to bed. So it was kind of that way with Simon as well. So I expected to be sick longer than the typical like 12 weeks. But it is getting better in the morning, and it is getting better during the day. The night times are still kind of hit and miss. Tonight, I've actually felt really good. So I just have still been really tired. I keep waiting for that like burst of energy to come. I have not felt that yet. And I have not been like exercising. Now I've been moving a lot, but I have not been exercising. So I'm hoping that next week or the week after I can get back onto an exercise routine. Number one, because I know it's important. Number two, I know it will help control blood sugars. I'm really trying to prevent developing gestational diabetes, doing everything in my power to do that. And it will also help with just mental outlook, energy. I know it's good for me. I've just not really felt great. I've been really a lot more tired than I expected to be. So it is what it is. I'm just kind of surviving. My diet has not been anything to write home about. I will be honest about that. I've been tracking, staying within my points for the most part, except for a few indiscretions, like just like 4th of July, I was over my points, and then this last week, neither my husband or I tracked, and it showed on the scale. So, what I mean by my food choices haven't been like amazing, I've just been so tired and so unmotivated, and then not having a car, just feeling like really kind of burnt out and claustrophobic, kind of like bleh. So I was just doing things to make it easier on myself. I have not really cared if I'm eating wheat. I don't eat it at every meal, but I've had it probably like most days at one meal. And it's honestly, it's not a battle that I feel up to fighting at this present moment. It takes a lot more planning and a lot more meal prepping than I have felt like doing, so I've just kind of like put that on the back burner. I have had like a few frozen dinners. I've made a few trips just like through the drive-through, and I always get the same things, like lower point, try to make it lower carb. You know, I was telling my husband, I just don't have it in me to like chop up a bunch of kale and zucchini and tomatoes and onions. I mean, all these things that I know are good for me. Nutrition wise, I just have not really had the energy to do that. So, you know, I've had more processed foods, and I've had more foods that are, I mean, I don't think that they're like bad foods, they're just not nutritionally dense foods. So what I've done is I've been working really hard on making a menu for the next like 6 weeks, and I'm trying to keep the recipes super simple and just super simple, so that I'm not eating, you know, things out of a can, things out of the freezer, things through the drive-through, which I've been doing more than usual. Not every day, but like definitely more than my usual. So anyway, this is just kind of a little update video, and I'm going to show you what I ate today. I'm definitely not perfect. There's always room for improvement, so just know I'm really trying to do the best I can and just focus on being a mom, keeping my sanity, not going overboard with my points or my carbs, and hoping that the next couple of weeks will be, you know, a little bit better. So thanks for watching. I really miss posting videos, and I hope to get back to being a little bit more consistent and showing you just a few more things like budgeting, organizing, some things that I've been kind of more focused on as well, just so that you don't get like totally bored with like, hi, I'm pregnant, this is what I ate, this is how much I've gained. Because I know it's probably like the most boring video to watch, but anyway, I'm going to show you what I ate today, and I guess I'll see you like next time. Okay, bye. Morning. It has been so long. You want to say hi? Hi. Lightsaber. Okay. This is my breakfast. It is 2 scrambled eggs for 4 points plus, and then this is a muffin that I made out of almond meal, bananas, buckwheat flour, and it is so good. And there was like the tiniest bit of Kerrygold butter that I kind of squished there onto the top. So this muffin is 5 points. So this whole meal comes in at 25 carbs, and I am trying to keep my breakfasts 30 carbs or less, just to make sure that I'm doing my part to prevent gestational diabetes. So here is my 9-point breakfast. Oh, and some water that I left in the fridge. BRB. Tortilla soup that I made in the crock pot. It was so easy. It was yummy. Hi, Simon. Yummy. Are you drinking your milk? That's a good boy. Simon! Yay! And we're still in pajamas because we've been cleaning all day. Anyway, so this is just a crock pot chicken tortilla soup, and it just has chicken broth, 1 can of enchilada sauce, and I just used 1 chicken breast for the whole recipe, so there's not a ton of chicken in here. And then some green chili, some onions, some garlic. So it's kind of like that Weight Watchers soup that's got vegetables and then it's 0 points, but this does have some chicken. So I'm calculated the soup to be 1 point, and then I have 1/4 cup of cheddar that's been shredded in there for 3, and then 1 ounce of tortilla chips for 4. So this is an 8-point lunch that I'm going to eat now. Goodbye. What's up? It's dinner time. I am having a small cup of fresh cherries, and then this is the Trader Joe's riced cauliflower, and I had homemade some tomato sauce, and I used 1/2 pound of ground sirloin for the entire recipe. So with the Parmesan, I am calculating this as 5 points. That's my dinner. So Simon and I, we did go to the park to celebrate our friend's birthday, and Simon and I shared a piece of cake, and that was built into my plan. You want a treat? Come sit down. Anyway, I shared it with Simon, but I calculated it for 13 points just to be on the safe side. So I am going 3 into my weeklies, and I have a sad boy. Gotta